Ahoy Captains, welcome to my channel. I'm Chase is Great. In this Skull and Bones video, we will be covering the Azure Solstice event going on now, December 8th through January 6th, so about a month to complete this event. Alright, for this event we want to defeat the Azure convoys and elite warships to earn Azurite gems and winter gifts. Azurite gems can be exchanged for exclusive cosmetics as the Azurite loadstone in the pirate den of Saint Anne. Give the winter gifts to recipients in Saint Anne and Tok who may appreciate them and be rewarded for the gesture. Stand a chance to gain the Naskar, a weapon that bears the Azure fleet's secrets, sapping life from one's enemies. Alright, as we load into Saint Anne here, first thing that comes up is the Herald of Winter. Use the Azura Flare to summon the Azure Harbinger and defeat them in battle. So alright, let's go talk to Blackwood and see what he has to say. Probably just accept this mission here.
Salutations, Captain. We have work.
Alright, here's the Herald of Winter. Like I said, use the flare to summon the Harbinger and defeat them. We get the Harbinger strongbox for defeating them. Alright.
Great trust.
The Azure fleet returns to the Indian Ocean. Their icy ships have barriers that can be weakened by fire weapons. Talk to Blackwood to find out more and receive event quests. At the Azurite lodestone, collect Azurite gems from sinking event enemies, which can be spent at the Azurite lodestone in Saint Anne or the store for time-limited rewards. And complete event challenges to obtain time-limited rewards such as event chests or consumables. Alright, so looking on the map here, looks like we have a convoy event, the Cross-Continental Frost, and the Cold Vengeance Azure Harbinger event. Alright, so we're going to need a ship that's capable of taking on this Azure fleet and the Azure Harbinger. So we want a ship that has probably some healing capabilities, and we want it to have high burning damage because the Azure fleet is susceptible and weak to burning damage. So I went ahead and picked the Sambuk for the build. Alright, so let's hop in and check out this ship build that I got going on for this event. Okay, so on to the ship build. For the weapons, on the front we have the heliport, which we got from the last seasonal event. The bow front weapon, heliport, a mystical cannon that breaks the hulls of enemy ships whilst eerily repairing your ship. Phantom bending, 10% of damage dealt from this weapon restores hull health. Burning 2 adds 20% of damage as burning damage. For our rolls, we rolled incendiary, adds 11.8 damage to burning damage. Amplified to burning increases existing burning damage by 35.3%, and soul mending, 7.1% of damage dealt by this weapon restores hull health. Alright, on to the bride's side weapon, the port side. We have the Ashbreaker. Blessed by the Priest of Farah, this bombard causes burning damage to increase the build-up rate of the vulnerable status effect, wielded by aggressive captains to unleash deadly combination of flame. Marauder, every 1% of burning damage also increases the build-up rate of the vulnerable status effect by 1%. Additionally increases the build-up rate of vulnerable by 40%. Burning 2, and explosive 1. Alright. For our rolls, we rolled firepower, increases damage by 11.9%. Carrying increases damage by 39% when hitting sails, and blast range increases blast radius by 18%. Onto the starboard side, we have the Ashbreaker again. We rolled incendiary. 11.9 burning damage. Tearing increases damage by hitting sails, and amplified burning increases existing burning damage. On the rear, the stern, we have another heliport again. Same weapon we got from the event, from the last events. Same rolls, incendiary, amplified burning, and soul mending on this weapon as well. Okay, for the auxiliary weapon, we have the Infernal Maw. Deploys sea fire mine buoy, which releases fiery sea mines. Incinerate. Deployed buoy erupts into a fiery explosion when destroyed, dealing 300% damage and instantly causing targets to set ablaze. On the rolls, we rolled Noxious, adds 11.1 damage of toxic damage. Amplified burning, increases burning damage by 33.6%. And Hardy Buoys, increases buoy health by 56%. Okay, for our armor, we have the Black Prince. Greatly reduces damage when hull health is low. Reduces damage taken by 40% when hull health is less than 33%. Now onto our furniture. First up, we have the Bilgefire Barrels. Weapon hits against a target with damaging status effect have a 5% chance to fully recharge those status effects. This effect has a 30-second cooldown. Increases secondary damage of broadside weapons by 10%. Increases broadside weapon damage by 5%. Next up, we've got the Gunpowder Bench. Increases damage to enemy ships with the ablaze effect by 10%. Culverin Works. Increases secondary damage of Culverin by 19%. Devil's Concoction. Increases secondary damage of burning weapons by 12%. Increases maximum range of burning weapons by 8%. Quick Igniting Powder. Increases charge rate of the ablaze status effect on a target by 8%. Increases duration of the ablaze status effect on a target by 8%. And Beam Supports. Increases max hull health by 7%. Increases armor rating of the equipped armor by 7%. Alright, now I believe we're ready to take on the Azure Harbinger and the Harbinger fleet. Alright, we fast traveled to the event Cold Vengeance, and we're using our event buoys to summon the Azure Harbinger here. Alright, let's see how this ship build does. Alright, barrier. Taken down pretty easily. Pretty quickly there. Not too bad. I'm with a few other captains, so this shouldn't be too hard at all. Alright. Looks like this ship boss has some pretty prominent weak points, so definitely focus on those. Should be able to kill him pretty quickly. Look at that damage. Oh yeah. Yep, just focus on those weak points. You'll be able to take out this boss pretty quickly and efficiently. He does go into a safety barrier, which you have to defeat. You have to break this crystallized barrier at the front of his hull, the hull of his ship. So, yeah, I don't think he got into that, was able to get into that phase because we beat him too quickly in this fight. But yeah, I was really, really happy with the way this build is performing. Just take a look at some of this weak point damage that it does. Just keeps building, getting bigger and more damage here. I get like, I think 600, yep, 600,000 in damage. Look at that. Alright. Alright, back here at Saint Anne. We've farmed this event quite a few times. I have about 10,000 Azurite gems. At the Azurite loadstone, checking out what we have to buy. Looks like we have the high velocity kegs and the Naskar blueprints. And we have the Frost Whale bombard cannon. Pretty sweet. Alright, over here in the store, we can also buy this new ship skin, the Frost Fiend. which is going to go ahead and do that now, I believe. All right. Yeah, make sure you don't spend any gold on these. Make sure you're farming this event. And looks like we have, all right, last year's pirate costume and new ship crew costume. Sweet. All right. And I believe I'm going to purchase 3 frost whales here, and you can expect to see these featured in a future ship build video, for sure. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for this video. I really hoped you guys liked it and enjoyed this video. Please drop a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it and help out the support of my channel. Alright, hope to see you out on the high seas. Thanks for watching.